Hey guys, happy Shadow Work Academy release launch day, Facebook world. I know I signed on 2 minutes early, but I was just so excited. I couldn't wait. I wanted to come and give everybody a few minutes to jump on. Hi Rhonda, even if it is 2 minutes early, a minute early now, 6:59 where I am. And I just couldn't wait. I could not wait to sign on and celebrate and chat with you all. My name is Shannon Wooten, and I am so happy to be here with y'all. Hi, Angela, welcome. Mary Allison, girl, you are fly, Mary. Donna, hi, welcome. Guys, it has been, Danielle, welcome. It has been a tremendous day. Such a tremendous day. My heart has been beating fast. My adrenaline is through the roof. And I am feeling very celebratory. Mary Ellison, oh my God. Hello, Epic Queen. Mwah, welcome. I cannot explain to you the amount of excitement that has been built up around this day. I cannot explain it to you. It's been a very long time coming. And so I'm celebrating. And I would love to welcome you all to celebrate with me. Hi, Nikisha. Mwah. I love you so much, Nikisha. Elizabeth, welcome. So I'm celebrating. And if you saw, I celebrated the other night from Soul in the Raw. I was celebrating with Olivia, the launch of our podcast, Soul in the Raw podcast. Woo, guys. But I'm also celebrating tonight. This is kombucha with La Croix because I don't drink during the week. So cheers to you. If you're celebrating with me, tell me what it is that you have in your glass, whether it's kombucha and La Croix like I have, some water with some lemon. Olivia, what's up? Kat, hi. I love you guys. Some coffee, some tea, some bubbly, some red wine, some whiskey, whatever it is. Let me know what you're cheersing with tonight. Salute. So I'm so excited. This has been an epic friggin' day. Epic. I also have my candle lit here, mahogany teak wood high intensity candle. I was trying to light it and I burned my thumb. It's from Bath and Body Works. Large water from McDonald's. Go ahead, girl. Large water from McDonald's. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. I lit my candle because I like having like the effervescent vibes. I know it's not like organic or soy or anything like that. I just like Bath and Body Works. The smell is just so delicious. Olivia, water. Agnes, hi. Donna, coffee. What else we got? Cheers to you, H2O and lemon. Danielle, hello. Nikisha, salute. Kat, some Sprite. My belly's not feeling well today. Boo. I hope it feels better. Very soon. Jennifer, hey girl. Nikisha, you love the candle or you love Soul in the Raw? Because I love the candle and Soul in the Raw too. It's really funny. I've been getting a lot of messages from you guys saying that you'll never look at the candle the same way again. So I take this as a compliment. I take this as huge. I love the damn candle. When I found it in my emojis, I was like, oh, hallelujah. So today is a huge freaking day, guys. This has been, Nikisha, both. Yes, I love it too. Kind of the candle, kind of Soul in the Raw. I love it. It's been a huge freaking day. This has been in the works for 60 days plus. Lots of road bumps, ups and downs. And man, if it's not my heart. It is my heart to share this with you. It is my pleasure to share it with you. And everything, my husband's on, everybody, give some love to my husband because he has ran the gamut with me in this process and dealing with my crazy behavior when shit wasn't going right or just kind of fell on its ass. Totally supporting me. Shout out to my husband. I love you. You're amazing. Olivia, so freaking excited for you. Thank you, babe. Nikisha, so excited for you, love. Thank you. Olivia, hi, Scott. I love you so much, Liv. So it's been in the works for a long time. And it's my heart, it's my soul. And every single thing that I will teach you in this program, I've done. I would not release a program if I hadn't worked it in the processes myself. So I want to say that first and foremost. Agnes, is that a Bloody Mary you're tasting? Missed it. No, it's actually kombucha. It's Synergy Gingerberry Kombucha with La Croix. So cheers. Francis Dixon, I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Francis. Cheers again. So it's been in the works for a long time, and I can tell you that as recently as 3 or 4 weeks ago, I needed to go back into the program and work it. I was feeling really pulled out of something and it really hooked me. So I needed to go back and I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like all over the place that day. My energy was really funky. And my coach, Aislinn Walton, which I could not have done and not have released this program without. She's a fucking badass. Abundance Witch on Instagram. Go check her out. And I couldn't have done it without her. But I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. My energy's weird. And she couldn't help me. I needed to do the work myself. So I went and I reworked the program again. And it was one of those moments where I was like, damn, this shit really works. I was like, what? This really worked. I did it my damn self. So I wanted to come live and celebrate Shadow Work Academy and tell you a little bit about it. Celebrate with you and celebrate the fact that this program is already half sold out. I can't friggin' believe it. I mean, I can, but I can't, but I can, but I can't. You know what I mean? The women that are already in this program are straight fire. Stephanie says celebration. Yes, girl, celebration. And they are resilient. They are determined. They are brilliant. They are strong. They are decision makers. And they are ready to make shifts in their lives. So for those of you that are out there, you're like, what is shadow work? What does that mean? I get it. I didn't know what it was until I started researching it. Shadow work is the intensity that you have inside of you. It is all the things that you have decided are unacceptable about you. They're too strong, it's overwhelming, it's intimidating, it's too much, and therefore you're too much. Or you have to hide them, dumb them down, and make them almost as if they're non-existent, except for the fact that they're in you. They are you. And they have an impact on how you act or don't act. Shadow work, in the terms of Carl Jung, is a psychologist who actually wrote about this years and years ago. You can research him. You can look him up. He described shadow work as the path of the heart warrior. You know why? Because shadow work requires that you get really, really introspective with yourself. It requires that you know yourself implicitly. It also requires that you become very, very in tune with your emotions. No one can do shadow work for you. I cannot do shadow work for you, but I can teach you how to do it for yourself. Why? How do I know? Because I've done it. So if you're not sure, you're like, am I in the market for shadow work? I don't even know. I didn't know I was until I went through it. If you're like, I don't know if I'm in the market for shadow work, I want you to do something with me. If you're watching this, Rhonda says, oh my God, yes. Oh my God, Rhonda, yes. I want you to visualize something with me. If you need to close your eyes, I do this with my clients all the time. Ask them to take a deep breath in. Blow all the tension of the day, all the shit that's going on in your head out. Close your eyes. Visualize. What would it feel like if you woke up one morning and everything didn't feel so heavy? What would it feel like if you woke up one morning and you felt empowered in every decision you were going to make that day? What would it felt like if you woke up one morning and everything got to be fun, receiving, easy? How would it feel if your relationship with money was like that? It wasn't icky anymore. It wasn't something that eluded you. It wasn't something that you had to just kill yourself for. I have to work so hard to make money. It's not icky to talk about, not icky to receive, not icky to give. It's not a thing that stops you anymore. It's not a thing that is your first response when you think, I want to do something, but how much money does it cost? What if that got to be easy? What if it got to be an empowering relationship? Also, how would it feel if all your relationships got to be empowered? They all got to be easy. You no longer had to sacrifice your wants for the sake of others. You no longer had to stay small so other people could tolerate you. So you didn't have to worry about their perception. How would it feel if confidence came easy? How would it feel if somebody's comment or input, whether wanted or unwanted, didn't shake you, didn't make you question who you were, didn't make you doubt yourself, didn't make you not trust yourself, didn't make you not feel supported. This program is a space for that. This program is to change your relationship with wealth, change your relationship about relationships, speaking what you want, having great sex, and also your relationship with yourself. Trusting yourself more than anyone else in the world. Trusting yourself implicitly and not getting shook in any of those areas. Not about wealth, abundance, not about sex, relationships, not about confidence and self-esteem. This program is a space for that. This program is specifically curated for that. This program welcomes that. Those conversations that make us feel icky, not sure where to go with them, not sure how to talk about them, not sure what to feel about them, not sure even how to approach them. This program is a space for that. This program is curated for that, but it's also a curated space. I have an application for enrollment in this program for a reason. I am fiercely protective of my shadow work, and I am fiercely protective of yours. This is a journey that you are going to go on, and I want you to feel free to be vulnerable. You to decide I can be vulnerable, and by being vulnerable, that is me being strong. And I want you to also feel that you are going to be held accountable. And I want you to feel empowered to do it. So the program is specifically curated with an application for that very reason. There will be people that will be turned away, and there will be there have been already, and there will be people that are accepted. And it's not based on like, oh, I don't like you, or I don't think you're going to be good for this. No, it's based on your response. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm ready to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because that's where change occurs. That's where shift occurs. That's where you engage your heart warrior to go in search of who you want to be in this world. This program is about nurturing and accountability, as I said. And I will challenge you to get uncomfortable in the program, but I will nurture you and guide you through it. Change is uncomfortable. And it's fun. It's so fun. That's the other part of shadow work. Shadow work is amazing. Hi, Sarah, welcome. Hi, Erin, welcome. It's amazingly fun. Do you know how out of this world magical it is to go in search of who you know in your heart you want to be, and how fun that can be? Oh, wow, I'm having a shift in this area, but if I shift this thing, I can be whatever the fuck I want. That's fun. That's exhilarating. It's exciting. It's adrenaline. It's the other thing about shadow workers. People who delve into their darkness are not foreign in terms of introspection. You know how you feel, just may not be attuned to admitting it. Shadow workers are people that like adrenaline. You like scary movies, you like haunted houses, you like loud music, you like dancing, you like challenging conversation. You like fear. You may not like the idea of feeling afraid, but you like the idea of what happens on the other side of fear, which is excitement, exhilaration. Holy shit, I did it! Shadow workers like adrenaline. That's what happens when you push through pain. On the other side, exhilaration. On the other side, growth. On the other side, ownership. This is who I am, and I am lit the fuck up about it. Adrenaline. Exhilaration. Stephanie, this sounds incredible. Holy shit balls. You're perfect for this. I'm so excited with all the caps. I love you. Jennifer, I love fear, and I've learned that throughout time. And yes, you are so right. Shadow work, as I said, it's the path of the heart warrior, as said by Carl Jung, because it requires that you go into it understanding that this is difficult. No one can do it for you. You have to go in search of all the shit that gets in your way about you. Nobody wants Nobody likes that. It's not fun. Hi, Tori, welcome. It's not fun to be like, oh yeah, I do that. I do that to myself. Why do I get in my way like that? Why do I let people talk to me like that? Why do I let other people's opinions influence me? Why am I not putting my own ass first? And owning it and admitting it and going into it with an open heart to love on that. Love on that version of yourself that did all those things. Take it by the hand and say, you're going to come with me now. We're going to go through a shift. It's the work of the heart warrior because you need to be introspective to own your shit. And sometimes it hurts, stings really bad. But it's nothing you cannot overcome. You know why? Because emotion, whether it's good or bad, fear, scary, love, joy, adrenaline, exhilaration, it's just an invitation. Emotion is an invitation. You can decide to feel this way about this thing. My brother is on. Sorry, guys. My brother is on. Woo! What does Jennifer, seriously, Shannon for president? Oh my God, I'm so signing up ASAP. Yes, Jennifer, message me and I'll send you the details. So excited. Woo, Jennifer. But emotion is an invitation. And when we are shadow workers and we get into our darkness, sometimes it can feel compounding. It can feel bigger than us, larger than life. But the idea is to shift that idea. Oh yeah, I'm mad. Do I have to be mad for 5 days? Nope. Sure don't. I'm excited. Can I go and celebrate it? I sure the fuck can. Do I need to beat myself up because I was mad for 5 days? Nope. Sure don't. Do I need to worry about somebody else judging me for celebrating the fact that I earned X amount of dollars, or I love myself, or I treat myself this way, or I like to have sex? Nope. Sure don't. It's an invitation. Emotion is an invitation. And the other part about shadow work that I like to point out is who you are in one area is who you are in all areas. That's why I find it so important, very significant to talk about wealth, sex and relationships, and confidence through this training. Because who you are in one area is who you are in all areas of your life. So for instance, one of my favorite examples is you're having sex. Oh, you're having sex and you're like, that does not feel good. I don't like that. I wish that they would stop. I wish that they would go faster. I wish that they would touch me differently. I wish that they would be slower. But you don't say it. You keep it in. You can't say that. Oh, I can't say that. I can't admit that. Who says that? Who you are in that area is who you are with money. I want to raise. Can't say that. I can't do that. Who says that? I want to quit my job, my life-sucking job. Can't do that. It's too scary. So much risk. Who says that? I like who I am. I'm a badass. I make decisions. I'm accountable. I show up for myself. I'm a good freaking person. I can't say that. I can admit that. Who does that? Who you are in one area is who you are in all areas. So receiving wealth is all about adjusting your relationship to it. In our darkness, darkness leads to creativity, and creativity leads to creation, which allows you to receive, to create, and to receive. You want wealth? You want abundance? You want affluence? You want to wake up in the morning and not have the first thought of your mind be, how am I going to pay for that? Where does that investment come from? I really want to invest in this, but I just don't have the money. You want to change that relationship? Know your creation and your relationship to receiving it. What you create around your relationship of money is how you receive it. So if your relationship to money or life in general is that you got to work hard to get money, making money is going to be hard. If your relationship to life is that you got to work hard, you got to work hard at relationships, you got to work hard at confidence and self-esteem and at wealth, it's all going to be hard. But if you change it You decide that receiving can be fun, receiving can be easy. I've earned it, I deserve it, I value myself. It changes. Your darkness connects you to your creativity, and your creativity allows you to create whatever you want. But if you keep blocking it and forbidding it to have space and forbidding to recognize it, then you will not receive because you haven't created the pathway for it to flow to you yet. So, I want you to consider a few questions around wealth. What do you do? What do you want to create, but you feel it's too out there? It's too risky. What have you wanted to create, but you keep getting stopped because the pathway hasn't revealed itself yet to you? So you cut off the vein to receive. What do you want to create, but you've decided, I can't, it's too risky? What are you avoiding to create because I just don't know how? What are you avoiding to create because you haven't taken action? You haven't done anything about it. I think I could be a really good writer. I could write this book about X, Y, and Z, but you haven't sat down and put pen to paper, fingertip to keyboard. Nothing, nada. You haven't created the pathway to receive it. Where are you devaluing your worth? Where are you devaluing your worth? I want to charge X amount of dollars, but I don't think my audience will pay that. I don't think that they can afford that. Cutting off the pathway before anything's even happened. What about, I want to charge X amount of dollars, but so many people have already said no. So I should change. I should adjust. Instead of realizing that you train people how to treat you. So now you're training them that you're negotiable. You cut off the pathway to receiving what you want when you don't allow yourself to stand in your creation of it. Fear plus creativity is your magic. And a lot of people have the saying of like, lean into it. I want you to think about leaning and sitting down in it. When we lean out of ourselves, we kind of stretch a little bit away from what anchors us in to our creation. I want you to think about sitting in your creation and then maybe lean into it. Sitting into what is going to give you the pathway, taking action, being accountable, do the risk, be creative, allow yourself to have magic. Sit in it before you allow yourself to, let me stretch out beyond who I am. How about who are you first? Denying fear and creativity stifles you from receiving. Embracing them is what enlightens you. The path of the shadow worker embraces them, acknowledges them, realizes them, and says, I see the pathway, I just need to take action. I need to know it's okay to take action. Shannon says yes. Woo! Shannon. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. Sex and relationships. To adjust your relationship to receiving with sex and relationships, you need to adjust your relationship to desire. It's that conversation we were having about, I want you to touch me softer. I want you to let me know what you're thinking before you blow up on me in an argument. I want you to support me in this. It's you adjusting your relationship to desire and setting the expectation. You cannot receive if you don't even know what it is that you want, number one, and you're not willing to set the expectation. Darkness gives us a pathway to our passion. And passion connects us to desire, which allows us to receive what we need. Shannon says communication is essential, especially with yourself. Yes, absolutely. And also with others. How can people know what it is that you want if you don't tell them? People, not everyone's a mind reader. I know I'm not. So darkness connects us to our passion, which connects us to desire, which allows us to receive what we need. Think about it. If you have a relationship with a family member, I'm cheersing everyone. Clank, 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 clank. I need to take a sip. Kombucha. What if you have a relationship with a family member and you really want this family member to call you more, or call you on your birthday, and they don't. And when they don't, you get pissed. You're so pissed. How would the relationship change if you were to call them on your birthday and say, hey, the best person in the entire world was born today. You can celebrate me now. It's you stopping yourself from giving them the power and you taking it back. I want this from this relationship. How are you going to be accountable to receive and create the pathway for what you want? Hey, Tom. What connections are you feeling called to create but haven't because it's too risky or it's too embarrassing? I can't call my dad and tell him I want him to say happy birthday to me on my birthday. It's embarrassing. Means he doesn't love me. Does it? Or are you making it mean that? What connections are you avoiding because you feel unworthy? I want my husband to go down on me more. But I can't ask that. I can't say that. I'm unworthy. That's icky. We can't have that conversation. That's going to make him feel emasculated. Does it? Or are you making it mean that? Where aren't you speaking up because it's unlike you? Shannon doesn't talk like that. Shannon doesn't say that. She doesn't or she won't. Desire, want, intensity, they're all signals that you need to engage your needs. There's something that you want. If you want to create the pathway to receive it, set the expectation. Denying what you want, denying your desire, whether it's in a relationship you have with your best friend, your dad, sexually in the bedroom, denying it keeps you unfulfilled. Keeps you unfulfilled. Keeps you sitting in that darkness of, I am just not getting what I want. I can't possibly get what I want. I'm not worthy. It cuts off the pathway, cuts off the vein. Embracing, speaking, setting the expectation opens you up to receive in all your relationships, including the one you have with yourself, which leads us to confidence. Confidence is all about trust, my friends. Self-esteem, all about trusts. You know whether or not you implicitly trust yourself. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and think, I just can't stand who's looking back at me. I just can't stand who this person is. I get it. But if you do, you don't trust yourself. If you're not willing to take that risk that you've been dying to take, you're not willing to make that investment that you know would elevate you, you're not willing to have that uncomfortable conversation that would put all the stress you're putting on yourself to bed, whether it means shit goes your way or it doesn't. You don't trust yourself to be present in that, to deal with whatever comes next. It's not them. I say this with love. It's you. Whether or not somebody gives you what you want is up to you, because you're the one that decides to stay or go. It's up to you. Confidence is about trusting yourself. Confidence is about how you treat yourself. Confidence is about how you love yourself. Confidence is about I come first, and that's because that's how it's supposed to be. This is my body. Why would I not put myself first? I gotta take care of me. And it's not jargon. You can't show up for anybody else if you ain't showing up for yourself. I don't know how to put it any simpler. It's not to hurt feelings, not to make you feel bad. It's to make you feel empowered to make the shift, to make the change. Your darkness connects you to introspection. And as I said, shadow work is all about introspection, my friends. Antone, am I saying that right? Antone, I'm sorry. Really great video. Thank you. Shannon, truth. Yes, Shannon. Woo, another Shannon. Darkness creates you to introspection. Shadow work's all about it. Because you're the only one that knows what's going on in here. You know that? You know when you're like doing like the fake nice. You're like, oh, hi, it's so nice to see you. You're like, God, I just cannot like her. What is that? I just cannot connect to her. And And then you walk away and you're like, what's wrong with me? And you're like, oh, but I still don't like her. You know what's going on in here. You're the one that knows it. It's like, I wake up every day, and every day I have the same stress. Every day I feel like there's a 900-pound blanket on top of me. Every day I wish I could have that conversation with my mom, or didn't have to go to those things I didn't want to go to, or go to that job I hate. Every day, you know. Darkness connects you to introspection. And introspection connects you to strong feelings. And feelings, they're an invitation. Like I said, whether it's good or bad, anger or sad, joy, elation, adrenaline, orgasm. It's an invitation. And confidence allows us to create boundaries. What does this say? Holly, yes. Hey, we have to understand our shadows so we can keep stepping into the light and power. Absolutely. Totally agree. Angie, welcome. So confidence allows us to create boundaries within ourselves and with other people. I am no longer available to feel like shit about myself. That's it. Decide. And I am no longer available to allow that person to give me backhanded compliments. Decide. I'm no longer I am no longer available to have conversations with people that are not fruitful. Doesn't make you a shitty person. You just don't like topical conversations. It's trusting yourself, knowing your intention, not allowing anybody else in the world to set it for you. You know your intention. You know your heart. It is time for you to become fiercely protective of it. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you creating boundaries. Because who you are in one area, as we said, is who you are in all areas. So you create boundaries for yourself. I get it. There's the fear there of, I will outgrow people that I really love and care about. But if they love and care about you, they will love and care about your boundaries. Same thing in money. Here's what I will spend. Here's what I want to spend. Here's what I will invest in. Here's what I won't invest in. Start being more mindful. Boundaries. Who you are in one area, so you are in all areas. So I want you to ask yourself a question about confidence. How do you value your feelings? When you're hurt about something, someone hurts your feelings, do you mull it over? Are you like, am I being too sensitive? Am I being too dramatic about that? I'll keep that one to myself. I'll wait on that. Then later on, you're having an argument with your husband about the kitty litter. You're like, damn it, the hell is wrong with you? And then you realize you're like, stupid, that was not about kitty litter. Do you devalue your feelings? Do you allow other people's feelings to come before yours? What about boundaries? What about them? What boundaries do you create with yourself and with others? Do you create boundaries with yourself and others? And do you judge others for what you wish you had or who you wish you were? Confidence is a funny thing because what we can't be with in other people is typically what we can't be within ourselves. You're like, God, she's just like always talking and always like talking about her success. Right? It's not that you hate her and her success. I want success. I want to feel so confident I go out and take my life by the fucking horns. Leanne, I value myself and had to quit my job. Leanne, killing it. You're not judging others simply because you hate them, and you might, and that's fine. But when it comes to confidence, we typically judge others because the things that they are or have, we want. It doesn't make you a shitty person. Everybody wants to be happy. Feels great. Everybody wants to have success. It's an accomplishment. Everybody wants to have great sex. You do. You want the great sex, guys. We all want great sex. Ooh, good sex. We all want to have valuable relationships, right? Don't waste my motherfucking time. There's nothing wrong with this, but it all comes from confidence, and it all comes from you standing for yourself. It doesn't make you a bitch. It doesn't make you arrogant. It doesn't make you argumentative. It makes you know who you are and trust who you are. And when you trust who you are, you can rebound from anything. You can get through anything. You can persevere. You can take on. You can take risks. You can come out on the other side. Being fiercely protective of yourself and honest with yourself is your source energy. It's literally like the battery pack. I know me. I know what I want. I know who I'm about. You don't get to tell me who I'm about. Receiving opinions, getting feedback, completely different. When it comes to trusting yourself, that is your source energy. That is what gives you confidence. Denying your strengths and denying your hang-ups, it's what keeps you small. Oh, I can't change. My mom's not going to like that. Oh, I can't talk about that. It'll make my husband uncomfortable. Oh, I can't voice my opinion in this meeting. I don't want to overshadow my boss. Oh, I can't talk about money. It's icky and taboo. Denying your strengths and your hang-ups is what keeps you small. Knowing your boundaries and identifying your limits is what makes you unstoppable. And that is what shadow work is about. And I'm going to take a drink. Sip, sip, clank, clank. All y'all, kombucha, whatever you're drinking. Love you guys. Taking a sip here, getting myself together. And that is what shadow work is about. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Shannon. I love all the claps. Because your darkness is fierce. Fierce, honey. Like that Tyra Banks meme. Fierce. It is fierce. Shannon, bone broth. Oh, are you sick? Feel better if you're sick. You know that when you get into your darkness, your zone of energy, your source power, your creativity, you know what it's like to tap into it. You know what it's like to be like, bitch, don't test me. Don't come for me. That's your darkness. But also when you allow yourself to get small, it's your darkness too. It's all the stories, all the thoughts, all of the comments that you've had from the past that hang over you like that 900-pound blanket and you keep with you. You're like, hey, 900-pound blanket, come on. You're gonna go get cuddly. It's not desirable. I didn't like it when I did it with myself, but I did it because it was familiar and it was usual. And even though it gave me a lot of pain, it was comfortable. I was familiar with it. That was my comfortable. To understand your darkness, you need to hone in on where it comes from and what is the source of it and what you are going to do with it to understand it. While it's fierce in the impact it can have on you, how much it can weigh you down, it's also very productive. It is that thing, like I said, where someone steps to you or tries to be argumentative with you or tries to change your mind or tries to make you feel small. It's that moment where you tap in and you're like, no, not today, boo. That is not happening today. It is that thing that makes you a fierce mother, mama bear, fierce sister, fierce family member, fierce confidant, lover, and friend. It is that thing that is like, I am unshakable in my pursuit of this. When you can tap into your darkness and where it weighs you down, that is where you illuminate. That is where you find your light. It can be scary to go in search of the things that weigh us down, right? Because we have a lot of feeling around it. Feeling is just an invitation. There's a lot of feeling, a lot of energy around it. Because we know how it makes us feel. Oh, when I think about that and those things that I did, why did I do that? It's mortifying. I could have changed my mind or made 80 different decisions. But you didn't. It's time to move on. It's time to acknowledge it. It can make you ferocious, like I said. It can make you ferocious about other people. It's time to allow it to make you ferocious about yourself. It makes you that resilient and persistent person in your business and willing to do what other people won't. As I said, a lot of people who are intact with their darkness are the thrill seekers, are super creative. And they're that way because they know what happens on the other side of it. The awareness, the realization, the adrenaline. Feels good to acknowledge that I did this. I came through on the other side. I helped myself get there. I overcame. I jumped off the cliff with a bungee cord. 900-mile-an-hour roller coaster, wrote that book. Right? Shannon Bliss. Yeah. Yes. It makes you delight in your heart's desires and allow you to be a little naughty. Not everybody can tap into their darkness. I want you to know that. So if you can, hallelujah. Embrace it. Melissa, hi. Hug yourself for it. Be like, you did it. Not everybody can tap into it. Not everybody can tap into their desires in a way that's like, whoo, I think I need an NC-17 rating on that one. But you can. So it doesn't have to be this scary thing. It can be illuminating. And that's what shadow work is. This program is for those ready to be honest with themselves, who they've been in the world, and who they want to be, where you're going. As I said, shadow work is also fun. It's like, holy shit, I can do anything. Yes. And I have the backbone in my darkness to do it. This program is for those who are willing to take on the term hard, different. I say this to my clients all the time. You get to choose your hard, right? So if you're in this place where you're like, oh my gosh, like, it's just so hard. My life is so hard. My finances suck. My relationships have gone to shit. And I really don't like who the fuck I am. It's so hard. Now you get to decide to take on the action. Create the pathway to receive. Open up that vein that says, I'm ready. This may be hard in the actions I'm going to take to be ready, but bliss is on the other side. I choose a different hard. A hard that leads to enlightenment. A heart that leads to my wholeness. A heart that leads to my light. Comments, Molly, thank you for this, Shannon. You're wonderful. Thank you, Molly, for signing on. Leanne, it is freedom. Yeah, girl, it's freedom. Lorena, absolutely. Absolutely, as my niece would say, absolutely. This program is also about changing your automatic behaviors. Like I said, you know, oh, I have this 900-pound blanket that weighs me down, so when I wake up in the morning, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get up. I'm going to stress about my finances. I'm going to stress that I have to put gas in the car. I'm going to stress I have to go to a job that I hate. I'm going to stress that I'm not in this place that I want to be with myself. And then I'll come home, cook dinner, wallow, watch some mindless TV, get nothing productive done. And then I'll go to bed feeling really trepidatious and my heart will be pounding. And I'll wake up in the morning and repeat it all over again. Shadow work gets to be fun. And the part of it that gets to be fun is you get to change. You can change at any time. It's so exciting. This is the bliss, right? The adrenaline is out there. Reach for it. Pull it. Because it's yours. Own it. Take it. Empower yourself to do it. Changing your automatic behaviors requires that. This is that thing I do. This is that cycle I'm in. This is that path I've cut off myself from receiving on. Shadow work is about acknowledging and changing your automatic behaviors. This program is also for you to love on your damn self. Let me tell you right now, guys. Melissa, be empowered. Yeah, be empowered. Right now, guys, this program is half sold out, and the women that are in it already are on fucking fire. They're on fire. They have already made, number one, decision to shift and move their life forward. So, boom, owning it, love it. And they're ambitious as fuck. It is ridiculous. As I said, if you missed the beginning of the live, go back and watch it, or you're gonna catch it right here. My heart has been beating so fast all damn day about the synergy of the women that are in this program already. The volume is turned all the way up already. They're ready, I am ready, and they are ready to love on themselves. Like I said, Carl Jung, psychologist, wrote a lot and studied a lot about shadow work. Says shadow work is the path of the heart warrior. You cannot do this if you are not prepared to love the fuck out of yourself. I love you guys. I want you to win, to change the world, but nobody, no one, nothing more than for yourself. Change it for yourself and you will change it for everybody else. This program is for those that are ready to take the restrictors off and go for it. Restrictor plates, do you guys know what those are? Anybody? Anybody know what a restrictor plate is? Lorena, fire. Hi, Ginger, welcome. Anybody know what a restrictor plate is? Comment below. Be like, no, I don't. I love it. Come on, somebody give me something. Give me a heart, give me something. Restrictor plate. Anyone. There's no wrong answer. It's just fun. No, Sarah, I love you, Sarah. Sarah. Yes. Okay. Restrictor plates are basically the barometer. Like if you're driving a car, it is the thing that will distinguish how fast a car can go. So if like you're driving a Lotus and you may be able to hit like 120, if you're driving a Focus, you're like gonna get 90. Okay? This is you, shadow work, is you taking the restrictor plate off. It's out. It's done. It's gone. This is you saying, I can go from 0 to whatever I want, whenever I want. And I can do it over and over and over again because I'm going to change the relationship that I have about all things in my life. Because why? Who you are in one area is who you are in all areas. I'm going to take the restrictor plate off. And I'm going to not just raise the volume on this one thing and then let all these other things be the way that they were, and then this thing can pull me back down, and then I'll go back up on this thing, and then I'll just kind of work on that a little bit, then I'll do this, and then it becomes like this. And then it's like, ew. Bleh. Taking the restrictor plate off allows you to take all of the things and raise all of them at the same time. At the same time. It's magical. So, shadow work is truly for those who are willing to be introspective with themselves. It's truly going in search of all the things that you have done and has been typical for you for years and years and years. You have all the stories, all the proof, the comments, feedback. They're all up here and you're holding on to them. Think of yourself as being in a box. I'm in a box of my life. And I have all the comments, good and bad, with me. And they just keep circulating over and over and over and over and over again. Never taking out the things that are just holding you back and weighing you down. And instead, you're just assimilating them, which means you're putting them on, you're owning them, even if they're not true. Shadow work is the ability to figure out what your triggers are. Is the ability to say, this thing, this actually doesn't serve me. Bye. I have no more use for that. But it's also to be able to say, this thing, it triggers me. I'm going to know it. I'm going to remember it. I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to judge me. And I'm going to allow it to be in my awareness so I can continue to rebound and replicate and grow and grow and grow, because there will be other things like this. It may not look like this. It may not smell like this. It may not sound like this. But it will be like this. And it gives you the awareness that when these things happen or things like this happen, here's what happens to me. And it allows you to shine the light on them without judgment, without beating yourself over the head with it, and without putting it back in that same box and be like, oh, more shit? Put that in here. That actually goes in here with me. Keep putting that in here. It gets to be fun, guys. Yeah, that sounds really harsh. It's like, whoa, look at all this accountability I have to take. But it's fun because on the other side of it, it's like, look at who I came through it as. Me. Came through as me. Wiser, stronger, more ambitious, loved, worthy, empowered, confident, wealthy, sexy, but bam, 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 all the shit. Everything. You get to come through it, but you have to go through it to get on the other side. So for those feeling called, I want to welcome you into Shadow Work Academy. You're welcome to make this choice, to apply, to join. You're welcome to make this shift. You're as powerful as you think you are. Everything that you've been thinking up to this point in your life that's like, God, I just know I was destined for more. Just have this inexcribable calling. I am meant for big things. I'm meant to be filthy rich. I'm meant to help people. I'm meant to have great sex and feel confident and not feel shitty about it. You are as powerful as you think. All those things that have been rolling around in there, they're yours. Just haven't claimed them yet. You're a force in this universe. You are not to be forced by the universe. And shadow work will give you that awareness if you are willing to take it, if you are willing to be introspective with it. And I share this with you, like I said at the beginning, because I've done this. I've done the work. I've done the work. Laid down in the gutter with the work and been like, girl, why are you doing that? Ugh, that's not a cute look. And I stayed there for a while and I lingered there and I licked my wounds and I felt bad for myself and all that shit. I get it. If you're not ready now, you will be. But if you are now, and it's calling you now, step into your power. Step into your darkness. Don't fear it, because it is ferocious. And it is ferocious for you, not against you, as soon as you decide it. And as soon as you decide it, that darkness that you have that makes you insanely creative, that makes you insanely ambitious, fiercely loving and loyal, it becomes your light, and no one can take it away from you. So I made it here, and now I will go further. And I want to help you go further. I got this. You got this. We got this. You're willing to jump in. You're willing to take this next step, this shift for you. Take it. If you feel called, take it. Be brave. Be courageous. Decide that you will be for yourself. It wasn't easy, and it may not be easy, but I'll never regret it. It was 100% worth it. It has made me who I am, allowed me to shine, and I want you to shine. I want you to win. I want you to stand with an indestructible and determinate force in this world I put this quote up the other day, that when you walk around, when you tiptoe, it makes the universe shake. And I want you to own that. But you have to want to own it too. None of what you're experiencing in being called to this live, and being called to this space, and being called to create this new relationship with yourself, and in this program with these women at this very exact time, it's not a mistake. It's calling. And the universe responds to one thing and one thing only. Yes. It responds to yes. So I love Shadow Work Academy. I love her. I love her so damn much. She's changed my life. And I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with her. She's pretty big today. She's a pretty big deal. I love her. And I want to share her with you. So it's a 3-week program for those that are curious. And it begins on October 22nd. In the program, it is a very, as I said before, specifically curated program. So if you are interested in applying, message me and I will shoot you guys the information so you can go out and complete the application to see if it's a fit. Because I want you to feel comfortable to be accountable, comfortable to be encouraged, comfortable to be nurtured, but also comfortable with being uncomfortable. So message me if you're interested, and I'm creating space for you. I'm holding space for you. It's already half sold out, guys. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for those of you that are going to join the women in this program that are already having shifts. One of the women in the program had something that she had planned for a launch get canceled. And when she signed up for the program, boom, it was on a different day at a better time that was more suitable for her. It's insane, the shifts that are already happening. And it's going to be fun. We'll do dance parties. We'll have fun. We'll talk. And there'll be, just so you know, it'll be hosted in a Facebook community. It will be 2 lives each week that are going to be conducted via Zoom, so I can see you and you can see me, and we can engage and interact, and you can ask questions and you can feel heard. But early bird enrollment, which is what's happening right now, it's half sold out, and it ends on Sunday. So I love you guys. I want to see you take this shift for yourself, but I want to see you take it for you. You wanting to take it for you. Shadow work is where it's at. I don't know how else to say it. If you're in your darkness, this will bring you to your light. I'm excited for you. I love you. My heart is with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Send me a direct message. We can have a chit chat. I'm creating all the space, all the fire, all the energy that you are, holding it for you to show up for yourself. I love you guys. Cheersing my kombucha and La Croix to you. Thank you for showing up to celebrate with me. It was Dustin. I don't believe it was a mistake, so I can't wait to see you go further and own your power. Mwah! Have a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Bye. Now it's not gonna end. It needs to end. Bye.